All right, guys, I'm not gonna go into a crazy introduction on this one. So what I got here is two mirrors from a Toyota Camry 2018 to 2024. The one on my right is the OEM looking style, like it's nothing special, like you know what this video is for. It's for this part right here. So this is the regular one right here. It has a little M horn mirror cap. I'll link a link for this inside the description below. But I'm just showing you what you need to do to get this onto the aftermarket one. All right, and this is the aftermarket one. It's the same mirror, it's just the bottom piece is aftermarket. As you can see this part, you can see the difference. All right, so I'm going to show you on what you need to do to take this off. Put the camera in here, glue it, and then put everything back together. This part is the main part. Everything else should be self-explanatory if you're doing this type of model in your car. If this seems like something that's too complicated for you, I wouldn't try it. All right? This video is only for people who have the bird's eye camera, okay? If you have the regular one, obviously you do all the steps without doing the bird's eye part, okay? So just so you guys can see, I got the OEM one from that mirror, obviously. This is what it looked like from the inside. This is where the camera used to be. All right, and this is the aftermarket one. Excuse the wiring. Let me move that out the way, Ashley. Just take that wire off. And this is what the hole looked like, okay? This hole is not originally here. As you know, you buy this from King of Carbon Fiber, but King of Carbon Fiber is partnered with Disrupt Graphix, and Disrupt Graphix is the one that's making these mirrors for you guys. So he does the custom work, making sure that the circle is exactly where it's supposed to be from the original mirror, and that you have no issues on your cameras needing calibrating or any error messages popping up on your vehicle, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you need to do, you need to take this mirror cap off. You know that taking this mirror cap off is very annoying if you've seen any of my previous videos. So the best bet is to try to, like this one right here, you could try to pull it off because it doesn't have a tight grip like the original one. So, but in this case it does. So I need to get a tool so we could go ahead and get this off. All right, guys, so there's gonna be a couple things you would need to perform this install. The most important thing, honestly, is gonna be the shoe glue. You're gonna need this in order to glue the camera down so that way it doesn't move, okay? So you're gonna need a shoe glue. You're probably gonna need a tool like this. I'm gonna show you why later on. A blade would be nice. You don't need that. Some trim tools will be very helpful. And a Phillips screwdriver will be extremely helpful. All right, that's all you're gonna need. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna try my best to take this off. I'm not gonna really show you, just gonna skip this part, okay? All right, so go ahead and got that off. Now, it is very, very, very important that when you open take your mirror cap off, that it looks like this on the inside, okay? Maybe if you don't have bird's eye view, you're not going to have this little plug right here, but everything else needs to look identical in order to install the aftermarket turn signal DRL on RGB whatever onto this mirror, okay? It's two different types out there. It's actually three different types, but this is the only type of mirror that's going to have this. You may have a turn signal, but the inside of the mirror may not match up with what you see right here, okay? So this is very important. If your mirror does not look like this on the inside, you cannot install the aftermarket RGB turn signal DRL, okay? All right, here we go. That part's taken off. So now, when you look inside the mirror, it's going to be really dirty, especially depending on the age of your car. To take off this plug to this one. Or just take it off like that. That helps too. Makes it a little bit easier. For this tool right here, can be a little helpful in this purpose because you need to get inside this and take off that plug. All right. Next, we need to take off the actual camera. All right, so this is why you need a Phillips screwdriver. All right, so one screw. All right, take that off. Now we're gonna remove the camera. All right, just that easy. The camera came off. I'm sure most of you could get to this step. Is the how to put it to the next mirror is the part that the reason why I'm making this video. All right, so now the next part you need to do, you need to take off these two tiny screws right here. Okay. One. Two. All right. Now, that's going to take off this whole bracket that's sitting right here. This bracket is going to be in the way from transferring the camera over to the new casing. So you have to take that off. Now, next part is actually unplugging the camera. Take a flathead and get into this little slit. Lift it up. There you go. All right. So now we got this part off. You're going to take the bracket off completely. And, you know, for purposes, if you ever decide you're going to part out, you need to, you know, you can either sell the whole mirror to somebody that has the same type of mirror to you to save yourself some time, or you could just go ahead and put this back on, put the screw back on, do all that, you know, all that jazz. Doesn't really matter. This part is done. You don't have to worry about this no more. The little other two tiny screws, just, you know, obviously put it back inside the box and whatever. That way you don't lose it. Okay. Now, the next part about this is running the new one. So, what you're going to need to do, you're going to have to get the camera. You're going to put the camera back in the spot right here. Right, facing the same exact direction. And then you go put the shoe glue around the camera, okay? All right, guys, so as you seen what I was doing in the previous clip, you saw I was putting the glue all around here. Now after you put the glue on here, you're going to just let it sit until it looks similar to this. Once it looks like this, then that's how you know that it is properly secure and it's not going to go nowhere. Okay, if you ever need to remove it, obviously you would need to hit the glue back up to loosen it back up. Okay, we're going to take the screw down here out. Take that out and take this whole piece off. Now you're gonna use one of those blades that you have. You're gonna cut this tape open. All right. All right. Now you're going to take off this rubber part right here. I'll bring this down. If you guys seen one of my previous videos on the power for the mirrors, you see me do some of this stuff before, but we're not going to go crazy in depth into it. Okay, show you what you need to do. Getting this tool right here will be very helpful. So you pretty much need to push these pins down far enough, all right, so that way you can actually pull them out the harness itself. All right. All right, there we go. All three of them came out. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to pull this up. And the reason why you're taking this off, because you need to put the wires through here. There's not enough space for this black piece to fit through there. So if you just take the actual harness off itself, you could go ahead and funnel these wires down through here. All right. Then you go ahead and push this down a little bit. All right. And then on the other side, You should feel the wire somewhere down there. All right, here they are. Go ahead and just funnel this thing through. Now you're going to take the harness and you're going to put it back on here. Make sure you put it back in the correct order. All right, so it was let's see here. It's red, green, yellow. Oh, red, green, white. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put this rubber part back on. You wrap this back up. You don't really have to. This part right here being wrapped back up is not really a big deal. You're gonna put this piece back on. Goes this way. So you put the screw back on. Two things you want to do. Well, three things. First off, this wire right here, kind of just want to just tuck this down here because you're not going to need it. This wire right here, you're going to plug this back up. All right, because that's for your bird's eye. And then the last wire, but obviously the wire we added, is going to go inside here. All right, so after you do that, make sure everything's just nice and pretty. Go ahead. Try to pick back exactly how you found it. Let's put this right here. All right, and last but not least, you'll put your mirror cut back on, and then there you go. There you have it. So the main purpose of this video, remember, is to show you how to transfer the 360 camera over. I wasn't making this video for any other reason. Now, if you don't have this, obviously, you do everything else the same exact way. And then one day I'll make a video showing you how to actually wire it to your door. This person has this different type of controller for his RGB mirrors, so that's exactly why I'm not showing this to you guys, because it's a rare occasion. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, leave me a like, subscribe, whatever. I guess I'll see you guys later. Deuces.